questioned. Mr. Olasheni, I know you are very close. I don't know. It's just my own opinion and advice. If you can tell Baba to tell his legal team that even the doctor in you see around CCTV the front, the inside, can't be jadi. Hospital has no CCTV camera. How will you tell me hospital does not have CCTV camera?
Comment. How did she know? Please move on.
So, Mr. Olasheni, please help us in with that. CCTV camera join ye. Uma capture iwaju. Uma capture inuli. At least reception ye. Uma capture it. And we'll see things. Even if normally go see camera ninule Mohbad mo, at least Ushimawa nibe. You understand? So the doctor and everybody will be able to see them that okay, this is what happened on that day. And I know from there we'll be able to get some other things. And for those people they said they are inviting, probably they will come or maybe they will not come. Now, if Sam Larry did not come, if he did not come, that means they go.
Coffee.
Okay.
Coffee, no.
Hey, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, everybody. The panelists, the commenters, and those that are hanging on the window. Regarding the doctor, well, I will quickly say one or two things about that. Hey, please hold on. So, I believe I'm clear, right?
Clearly.
Okay. So now, regarding the doctor or no doctor, number one, when a patient is brought to the hospital, very borrow that one from Mr. Olasheni Hospital. So now, the first thing that will happen is documentation is highly essential in medical practice. So there is no way the doctor will attend to someone that silence will not actually be well documented in the case file. Now, the case file in the hospital is being kept. It's even better now that most of the things are now digitalized. So most of the hospitals are computerized these days, that you can get the details from their database. So now, for the fact that the doctor is no longer working in that hospital, that didn't delete the data or the documentation that the doctor did on the day of the presentation. Now, if the doctor is no longer there, the patient or the deceased did not present to the doctor in his house. It was actually at the hospital. Now, it's just like the common saying that soldier go, soldier come, barrack remain. The hospital is there. So all the findings that were recorded by the doctor on the day of presentation is the hospital's property. Now, the hospital is having a medical director or chief medical director. So now, the coroner or Fanshitu does not actually, we don't need to actually summon the specific doctor. The CMD is the figure or the head of the hospital or the owner of the establishment, being a private one. If it were to be a government hospital, the chief medical director, CMD or CMAC, they are the ones that will actually be summoned. They will be the one that will, if the doctor, the attending physician is on ground, they may send the attending physician or the head of that department. If it is, let's say, an orthopedic department or a neuro department, maybe the head of that department will not be the one that will go and represent the hospital in court. So let's forget about the doctor at the left. It's not necessarily the attending physician that must be at the court. The hospital itself must be represented in that case because it happens in their facility. Just like when Perez released the statement that Mo was brought in dead, All right? It is not the attending physician that released that statement, but the hospital. So I didn't have to worry about whether the doctor has resigned or not. If the doctor has resigned, if the doctor is no longer working at Pyramid or whatever, Pyramid is still Pyramid. Somebody owns Pyramid. There will be board of directors. There will be a medical director. There will be a chief or whatever. So, disturb doctor or no doctor. In fact, the issue of the CCTV or no CCTV, even if they don't have CCTV, a doctor attended to him. A doctor made some documentation that day. So the documentation must be intact. So any attempt for the hospital not to present any of those things, so they are in trouble also. So I want to implore everybody, keep calm. Paracetamol, CAD, Pyramid. So remain focused.
All right.
Don't let us go into any form of distraction. I do want to sell, remain calm. So they must send someone to the court to go and represent the hospital. So by then, they can compromise. The name of the hospital is at stake. Àwọn kankan wà tí èèyàn máa ṣe tí ó máa bá òkúta tó máa mú òkúta wọ establishment wọn for the rest of their life.
All right.
So don't let us discuss or don't let us worry too much about doctor to resign or doctor Usimo hospital.
Thank you, Kofi.
That is my few point.
Thank you.
If there's any need
Thank you, sir.
to talk again, I will still talk. Thank you.
Bye.
AOA, ẹ parí ọ̀rọ̀ yín, then Mr. Olaseni máa sọ̀rọ̀.
Kofi take most of my line of thought. So to just run it up, like I said, like he rightly said too, I think I know definitely there's going to be documentation in the hospital. So they need the documentation they have to bring it, and I believe the legal team knows what to do. Since we have a strong legal team now, God bless us.
All right, sir. Thank you, sir. Mr. Olaseni, please, let's have you.
Lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí mo kí gbogbo everybody o. Ọlọ́run á pọ́n wa lérè o. Ṣé rí ọ̀rọ̀ ti tèmi ìdí tí mo ṣe believe nínú corona inquest more than every other thing. Màá fún yín ní sample láàárọ̀ yìí. Kí ni reason ni pé tán bá ní ẹni tó yẹ kó wá sí orí ibi kó máa praise ọlọ́pàá jù, I should be the one. Ìyàwó ilé mi tó bímọ 4 fún mi ọlọ́pàá ni, senior police officer ni. At the same time, prosecutor ni ní court ní legal department ó wà ní Kẹjà Kẹ́ọ̀tù Kẹjà ọlọ́pàá ni. I know much about case ọlọ́pàá or no case ọlọ́pàá. I know police language. I know the way police operate a lot. I know much about police. Police ò fẹ́ nǹkan tó bá ti jọmọ́ ti court, lawyer, magistrate, police ò fẹ́. Ṣé wá rí kéèsì Mohbad yìí? Kò yẹ ká dé level tá wà rárá. Láti ilẹ̀ kò yẹ ká débẹ̀ rárá. Ká ní wípé àwọn ọlọ́pàá ti ṣe nǹkan tó yẹ kán ṣe. Ọlọ́pàá ló push wa dé level tá wà lẹ́nu.
Wàláì.
Ká ní ìjọ yẹn lọ́hùn bí bàbá ṣe gbé òkú Mohbad lọ síbẹ̀ yẹn tán mú àti bàbá o àti gbogbo àwọn tán wá kán kó wọn kán dà wọn sẹ́yìn káńtà àbí kán dà wọn sí sẹ́ẹ̀lì. Kí ló ṣe ní ìkọlọ́pàá bẹ̀rẹ̀ iṣẹ́ wọn lẹ́sẹ̀kẹsẹ̀? Ọlọ́run àní débi tá dé. Ṣùgbọ́n agbára kan wà, fọ́ọ̀sì kan wà. Ó ní mo fi ń sọ̀rọ̀ lẹ́ẹ̀kan pé èèyàn kan pẹ̀lú number 1 kankan tí mo ń sọ̀rọ̀ pẹ̀lú òwe.
Wọ́n ti sẹ́ẹ̀dẹ̀ sí mi gan-an ni.
Agbára kan wà tó jẹ́ pé ó ń give directive. Ọlọ́pàá dẹ̀ ń tẹ̀lé directive yẹn. kéèsì yẹn kò ṣe fake o confam ni o.
àwọn méjì ni.
àwọn méjì ni so wọ́n fẹ́ try láti máa sọ pé kinní kan èkó kinní kan lèkó kinní kan lè ń ṣèkó èkó soft kinní kan so ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn pọ̀ I don't want to go into details so ṣe rí ibi tọ́rọ̀ wá wà ń sìn gbogbo nǹkan tí ó yẹ kí IPO yẹn láti ìbẹ̀rẹ̀ kókó lọ sí kọ ká ní IPO yẹn náà nígbà tí IPO yẹn fẹ́ ṣe nígbà tí IPO yẹn fẹ́ ṣe gbogbo ẹjọ́ títí ẹ̀ tó fẹ́ kó léètì gbogbo kinní ẹ̀ lọ sí kóòtù ńgbà yẹn kanú ó kó gbogbo everybody lọ sí kóòtù ni nírú ọjọ́ ìní àwọn ní issue náà ṣùgbọ́n IPO yẹn nítorí pé ó ti gba directive gbogbo àwọn tí kinní yẹn ṣí mọ́ lọ́wọ́ ó exclude wọn àwọn tó jẹ́ pé kò tiẹ̀ kàn wọ́n rẹpẹtẹ ló fi wọ́n sí kinní as a suspect so kinní gbogbo nǹkan tó ń fún wa ní problem ṣé wàá rí ibi tí èmi wá feel pé a ti lè gbà ìtàn ní tó bá sọ pé àwọn èèyàn kan wọn ò ní respond tẹ bá rántí ìjọ tí wọ́n máa stop corona inquest níjọ́ yẹn náà lọ́n ṣe mọ̀ pé magistrate yẹn ó give serious warning wọ́n ti ń pè Wunmi lọ́sẹ̀ kìíní ọ̀sẹ̀ kejì ìkẹta kò wá so magistrate yẹn wá send a serious warning ipò òun máa issue bench warrant kan fi gbé Wunmi ìjọ yẹn ni wọ́n stop corona inquest ṣẹ́ẹ̀dẹ̀ rántí pé ìjọ yẹn Wunmi ìgbà tó gbọ́ pé wọ́n máa issue bench warrant láti fi wá gbé òun ṣe mọ̀ pé ó sáré wá sí corona inquest kì í ṣe pé corona inquest ò nágbára kì í ṣe pé kò nágbára it's just that gbogbo àwọn tó wà ń charge kìíní wọ́n try láti Maradona nǹkan tó ń ṣe because wọ́n mọ̀ pé if tí kóòtù bá go more deep nǹkan tó ń bò gbogbo ẹ̀ máa ṣí síta so torí ẹ̀ náà ṣe ń lo ọ̀tún àbí òsì láti fi lè máa jeopardize effort kóòtù and IPO tó wá ń charge kéèsì yẹn gangan ìdí tí inú tẹ̀ fi ń bí èmi nìyẹn pẹ̀lú ọlọ́pàá IPO tó wá ń di kéèsì yẹn gangan gbogbo nǹkan tí kóòtù need ní IPO yẹn ló seize away from court nígbà tí IPO tó yẹ pé kò sí bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe máa múyàn máa gba information àwọn èèyàn wọ́n ní okay I need the address lágbájá ọlọ́pàá òmúlẹ̀ I need the ilé ọlọ́pàá òmúlẹ̀ I need the ilé ọlọ́pàá òmúlẹ̀ wọ́n fẹ́ lọ ṣe phone forensic nígbà tí wọ́n débi tán ti máa wọ́n need the police report could you believe pé ọlọ́pàá sọ wípé àwọn ò tí ọkọ̀ ní kí ọlọ́pàá fún àwọn ní note wípé nǹkan báyìí ló pa Mohbad nǹkan pé Mohbad kú nǹkan báyìí wọ́n fẹ́ ṣe phone forensic so wọ́n need the police note láti fi lè ṣe kínní up till today police refuse wọ́n náà wọn ò tí conclude ikú tó pa Mohbad so àwọn ò tí lè release letter yẹn nítorí pé police náà dẹ̀ mọ̀ pé letter yẹn ló máa mú phone ló máa approve kíni phone forensic jáde because apple need ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ ọlọ́pàá wá dúró lé lórí wọ́n fi ṣe weapon gbogbo ibikíbi tán lè gbà up till now ọlọ́pàá sì ń dúró sórí àwọn ó sì ń tẹ àwọn nǹkan kan mọ́lẹ̀ ó sì ń tẹ àwọn nǹkan kan mọ́lẹ̀ ó sì ń tẹ àwọn nǹkan kan mọ́lẹ̀ and the only thing tó lè gbé ẹsẹ̀ ọlọ́pàá kúrò ni pé kí magistrate kó la gavel mọ́ table pé gbà òun ti give okay ní pé okay police should be do this should do this should do this should do this kó la gavel mọ́ table pé gbà ó ti sọ́dọ̀fin tó tó bá sọ́dọ̀fin wọn ò ní rí ibi sá sí mọ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ láì jẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ tá a bá ṣe ń wá nǹkan lọ sọ́dọ̀ ọlọ́pàá mi ò ní ká má wà lọ mi ò ní pọ́lọ́pàá ò ṣe kíní o ṣùgbọ́n tí ọlọ́pàá bá ní géèmù tó ń play bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn wọ́n kàn máa sọ police language náà máa lò fún máa operate pẹ̀lú wa tàbá dọ́dọ̀ wọn sọ fún wa pé they are working they are doing this they are doing that they are doing that and at the end of the kíní nǹkan mìíràn máa ṣe just because wọ́n níbi tí directive ti ń wá tó bá jẹ́ nǹkan tí òun ṣe pé bóyá directive wà lórí ikú Mohbad ó yẹ ká ìgbà mélòó la máa get answer ikú Mohbad ló easy jù káàtẹ̀ wá sọ pé nọ́ọ̀sì wá parọ́ kò parọ́ nọ́ọ̀sì ìjọ tó ń pè ọ́n lè Sanṣítù ní ó pa Mohbad ó lóun ò pa oníyàwó ẹ̀ ló pa ìyẹn lásán ó tó kọ́lọ́pàá mú Wunmi náà lẹ́sẹ̀kẹsẹ̀ ó tó kọ́lọ́pàá mú nígbà tó ń bèèrè lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ then which means you kill Mohbad ó ní no it's not me it's Mohbad ìyẹn lásán the next thing tọ́lọ́pàá bá fẹ́ ṣe yẹ kán lọ pick ẹ̀ ní straight okay èèyàn kan wá síta ó pariwo ó ní Wunmi submit kí ló ti ń jẹ́ fóònù tí ó jẹ́ original tá lè rí gbogbo nǹkan nínú ẹ̀ gangan ipò mú yẹn dání wá mú fake lẹ̀ tọ́lọ́pàá bá fẹ́ ṣiṣẹ́ lẹ́sẹ̀kẹsẹ̀ ọlọ́pàá fẹ́ gẹ̀ẹ́tì nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ kó tó pa Mohbad kò sí nǹkan tó ní kó má pè Mohbad okay Wunmi that phone ó yá bring it down to the station gbogbo yẹn ò sí ń bẹ̀. I know police more than everybody because èmi àti ìyá mi ti ń gbé almost 30 years tí ó dẹ̀ jẹ́ pé mo mọ trick ọlọ́pàá mo mọ ṣe ń ṣigbá wọ́n kàn máa dribble wa wọ́n dẹ̀ máa fún wa ní ọ̀rọ̀ wọn pé yes we gonna do this we gonna do this we gonna do this we gonna do this so ìdí ẹ̀ lèmi ṣe fún pé tí a bá tẹ̀lé corona inquest okay fact finding ni o kò ṣe fact finding o wọ́n sì fún magistrate tó wà ń bẹ̀ ní agbára pé tó bá ti lè lu gavel mọ́ tébù gbà egbò nǹkan tó bá sọ ó ti dòfin tí ò bá nágbára ni kò ní sọ wípé òun máa issue bench warrant láti fi pick Wunmi kí Wunmi dẹ̀ sáré wà náà agbára sì wà ń bẹ̀. Ma.
Okay, sir, you can round up. Bye.
And ẹlẹ́ẹ̀kejì sir it's not as if I'm not supporting Yomi. Ìjọ tí Yomi arrest èèyàn mẹ́ta mo bọ́ síta gbangba mo sọ pé okay eléyìí let us give it to Yomi I support him. Mo pé Yomi tó ṣe yìí okay àti sọ pé àwọn 15 tó wà nílé yẹn kan mú wọn ìtàn ṣe yìí ó ti rí àwọn èèyàn báyìí mú náà ṣùgbọ́n ọjọ́ kejì Yomi tún jáde ìgbà tó máa sọ̀rọ̀ ó kò bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí condemn bàbá ó kò nail bàbá ibi tẹ́mi ti máa ń get ẹ̀ wrong pẹ̀lú ẹ̀ nìyẹn pé no Yomi when you are doing your job no mo kọ ẹ mọ̀ pé ó lè wà ń bí kó máa gbọ́ kẹ́gbọ́n kakọ̀ fi mọ my stand ni Yomi when you are doing your job do it fi man yìí sílẹ̀ ṣe títí ẹ kò sẹ́ni tó ní o má ṣe títí ẹ but man yìí pé wàá máa condemn ẹ yọ kúrò nínú títí ẹ má tiẹ̀ wo side ẹ wọ́n kọ́ má ṣe títí ẹ lọ tó bá tí kó lọ tẹ̀sí ẹ kó máa ṣe tiẹ̀ lọ kó fi bàbá Mohbad lẹ̀ sáyẹ̀ á rí i pé ọ̀tá kò máa ní bàbá lẹ̀.
Mr. Láṣẹ ni Yomi ti gẹ̀ẹ́tì gbogbo yẹn má jẹ́ ká tún tú ẹ̀ lọ ní ìtumọ̀ ẹ má ẹ fi Yomi sílẹ̀. Let's leave Yomi now.
Okay.
Kid boss. Sorry.
Kid boss, please, I have one question.
Before you go further, kid boss. Hold on.
Okay.
Expander.
Okay. Ẹ ṣe
Bá a ṣe ní don't go yet, sir.
Okay.
Now, sẹ́ni àwọn ọmọ ọmọ kan fẹ́ kí gbogbo wa understand. Torí ẹ̀ ló fi jẹ́ pé tàbá gbé cup sílẹ̀, we will see that shape of the cup in a different perspective. Okay, ibi tó bá kọjú sí èmi lára cup yẹn, ó lè jẹ́ pé wọ́n ṣe lè sáyẹ̀nsì. Ibi tó bá kọjú sí ẹni ní other side, ó lè jẹ́ lórí kìíní ló wà bẹ́ẹ̀ kó má ṣe any design there. But we are still talking about same cup. Okay, and we need to have this at the back of our mind. I'm on a different view. You're the same issue. Does not mean either of us are wrong. Okay, now let me come to my point. You see, when we're talking about police in Lagos State and in Nigeria as a whole, now crisis one will be because to our belief, we believe they are not working or they work for the rich and not for the poor. That is our belief. And in most cases, we have instances, issues, or cases to cite to back it up. Okay? Now, let's go back to this issue of Mohbad. And some of us that live abroad, we tend to forget at times that big police in the the system is some of us do not even try to know the constitution of that country called Nigeria. It's really cool, they're not using same constitution. But about equate issues, they should be by white or they should be by you without going through or taking a patient or him to know. Yes. Now, let me come back to my point. Nígbà tí issue Mohbad ní bẹ̀rẹ̀, all of us, ọlọ́pàá òṣìṣẹ́, ọlọ́pàá òṣìṣẹ́ ní gbogbo wa sọ all station settled àìfi bá pé ọlọ́pàá òṣìṣẹ́ ọ̀ gbọ́ nígbà táwọn èèyàn kan dé and let me go to the point not to say èèyàn kan when you carry Feyi to the Lèak, he was able to get into some area, okay, and his analysis does not go well with some people simply because those analyses ask questions, reasonable questions, okay. With the Western world, talk about in the first instance, or be a reporting below, or the building, or not Paloma, no matter who is the one. Nigeria, I know you put on the first to my put on my big policy, but things are now changing into back home. Talk about you need to report so that I read only death certificate or doctor's report, blah blah blah, and all the rest. Now, not to take much of our time. When the meeting, Yomi was like, Baba even said it himself, with intention to come up Akobugua. And in Nigeria, it doesn't work that way. Baba the other Western world can be, yeah, if Baba arrest everybody, straight away, but it doesn't work that way in Nigeria. In some cases, okay, now, Yomi castigate Baba, Yomi never said Baba, Yomi never said Baba, Yomi never said Baba, what justice or money. Everybody to buy, I stand to be corrected, everybody to buy the material of the survey, they can bring it forward. But what Yomi will say is that, for example, when you say something, one no complaint, one complaint, one say that way. That doesn't go well with some people. And someone can against you, which are bitter truth. And so many more about Kanaka, I don't want you to go. So that now, you now started his own. What happened me? Police are not working. These are the same police work that we said they were not working. When you went to that police station, they started working with you. And when you can't say at number one, even before you they started working with you. And they were working with you. So he has nothing to do whether they could get number one, they say or whatever. If you take your case to the right person, I want to make a door over one day.
It's part about
Like your insistence. Okay, we'll get to where we're going. What I'm pointing out is that everybody has been working. Because it becomes, I don't know where we are looking at our power of Anthony and the rest. Our food around CCTV, block not of one information to what the doctor knew. Only to the they were not present on the to work. And that was why I wasn't working there. But someone that does not even give a time to Olapa is working with him.
All right, thank you, sir. Edjo, I want to quickly say something.
All right.
And that is exactly what they say.
I need to ask Mr. Olasheni.
Edjo, hold on, Edjo. Ṣé jẹ́ kí gbogbo èèyàn kọ́kọ́ give submission wọn. Then the next phase will now be for questioning. A lot of people are busy. They want to just talk and go. So when they give their submission, check it. Any other person, Edjo. I don't know. Maybe we can start from next time, but let's reason with that. Yeah, let's have you.
All right. Please, everybody, let's power tap. Mommy is a Flix. Thank you for the gift, man, and others. Mr. Olasheni, or me confess, also do you did. Ó fẹ́ dàbí eré, but ibi tá ti ń ṣeré ni òótọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ máa ti ń jáde. Olórin kan tó máa ń kọ́nsẹ̀lẹ̀ mi ṣe sẹ̀lẹ̀ mẹ́mbà bọ̀ mo máa ń gbọ́ dáadáa. Òkùnkùn kò lè borí ìmọ́lẹ̀. Now, nínú àwọn ọ̀rọ̀ tẹ́ ń sọ sà, ẹ jẹ́ kó yé wa dáadáa wípé ọlọ́pàá ò ṣiṣẹ́ lórí ọ̀rọ̀ yìí. Lórí àwọn nǹkan tẹ́ ẹ sọ sà, ẹ jẹ́ kó yé wa pé ẹ ti mọ ọlọ́pàá dáadáa. That means wípé wọn ò ní ṣiṣẹ́ láwọn time tó yẹ kán ṣiṣẹ́, wọ́n máa ṣe láwọn time tí ò yẹ kán ṣe àbí nǹkan kan pé wà wọn ò dáa. To you as a man of God, kí ni ìyàwó yín ṣe nínú police yẹn, nínú àwọn ọlọ́pàá yẹn gangan sà tán ti kúrò? ṣé ọlọ́pàá nìkan ló wà tán lè ṣe ni? Torí the way you're saying it ẹ̀ ń ṣe bí ìgbà tó ìwà wọn ò dáa rárá. Kí ni ìyàwó yín ṣe ń bẹ̀ àṣìránṣẹ́ Ọlọ́run? Torí mi ì rí ìbáṣepọ̀ kan tó yẹ kó wà láàárín òkùnkùn àti ìmọ́lẹ̀ tí ìwà wọn ò bá dà, tí kò sóòótọ́ kan tó lè ti Jerusalem wọn wá. I will not. It's a suggestion, sir. Thank you, sir. And it's also a question.
My answer.
Yeah, keep boss. Please don't answer.
Okay.
Mr. Lachini. Mr. Lachini, to second question, so that you can answer the both together. Second question. You said something that Mr. Rashi, okay.
Wait, hold on. Mr. Lasheni, let's move on. So I'm gonna a question again.
No, the same question. No,
question of Mr. Sheni.
Madam, I'm ready.
My question is, now you said something about me. Wọ́n fẹ́ ṣe fún forensic. Pé ọlọ́pàá ò fún wọn ní letter. Àbí?
Yeah.
1. 2 ni pé any son, and there's always room for, and you can go to the court for a court order to summon the police. Why can't our legal team go ahead? At the son, èmi ò ṣe lawyer. Kí ló dé tí son wò lọ sí court? Kàn lo influence wọn, kàn fi submit application. Kàn gba application jáde, kàn fún ọlọ́pàá pé òkè lẹ́tà tá a béèrè lọ́wọ́ yín ẹ fún wa a fẹ́ fi ṣe phone forensic. Mr. Olaseni, I am IT personnel in me, so and I know what I'm saying. And to get all those things, do you understand? Ìyẹn báyìí, but the second question mi, but ẹ mọ ọlọ́pàá dáadáa. Bí ìyàwó ti ń ṣe jẹ́ ọlọ́pàá làwọn kan náà ní ọlọ́pàá as ẹbí wọ́n dẹ̀ mọ bó ṣe ń ṣiṣẹ́. So we can't condemn all the ọlọ́pàá, quote and unquote. Ẹ jọ̀wọ́ mi down question yẹn pé kí ló dé tí legal team ò tí lọ sí court láti gba lẹ́tà láti sọmọ ọlọ́pàá? Ẹ ṣe.
Ṣé anybody tó fẹ́ béèrè àbí kí n máa dáhùn ẹ̀ sí?
Ẹ dáhùn question yín yẹn.
Ẹ dáhùn.
Ẹ má jẹ́ ká dúpẹ́ lórí ẹ̀.
Ẹ jọ̀ọ́, kò sí question mọ́, ẹ dáhùn méjèèjì. Thank you, sir.
Okay, question àkọ́kọ́ látọ̀dọ̀ onílé. I'm a prophet. Everybody knows me. Even in my church, in New York, I'm the head of the prophet and prophetess. And I carry my cross. I'm not going to carry my wife's cross. My wife she's not going to carry my cross. And Ijo Timbaku, I will only my diko to ara ti tèmi nìkan fún ara mi. Orin ṣẹlẹ̀ kan dẹ̀ máa ń sọ pé gbogbo wa ni yóò dúró níwájú Olúwa àti ìwé àti àgbà a ó sì rojọ́ wa. It doesn't say ìwà àti ìyàwó ẹ máa dúró. Màá dúró ti tèmi, màá jíyìn nǹkan tí mo ṣe fún Ọlọ́run. Ìyàwó mi will also do her own. Àgbélébù ti
figure out the one way.
Àgbélébù ti tiẹ̀ ló gbé yẹn. Àgbélébù ti tèmi ni mo gbé. Okay, tẹ́ bá tún fẹ́ mọ̀. Ṣé rí inú platform àwọn tó mọ̀ mí wà ńbẹ̀. Mo ti ní ṣùgbà tí mo wà Nàìjíríà tó jẹ́ pé DPO station tí ìyàwó mi wà. Ó pè ìyàwó mi pé kó lead àwọn tó máa lọ arrest mi. Ìyẹn tún kọ́. Àwọn èèyàn wà níbí tó wà gbé
àwọn oníṣẹ́ ọlọ́pàá dì sí ni.
Ó sì wà lọ́lọ́pàá, mo ní Kẹjà ló wà senior police officer ni.
Ẹgbẹ́ ìgbà Amẹ́ríkà.
Yes, now torí ẹ̀ ó ní kí ló fi ṣe l'Amẹ́ríkà pé kí ló fi ṣe bí ó kàn máa ń wá àkọ̀ṣe ẹlùdí pẹ̀lú adé padà sí.
Mr. Sheni.
Yes.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ gbé nìyẹn, ìyàwó ìwà Nàìjíríà ìwà l'Amẹ́ríkà.
Èmi àtàwọn ọmọ mi wà ń bí báyìí. Èmi àti àwọn ọmọ mi lájọ wà ń bí, gbogbo ọmọ mi lájọ wà ń bí. So òun dẹ̀ ó kọ tó bá ti ṣiṣẹ́, tó bá ti ní ọ̀fọ̀ ẹ̀, tó bá ti ní vacation ló ń bọ̀ ní Amẹ́ríkà nìyẹn. ó ní òun ò lè wá ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ ohun tó ń ti ń sọ yes ma yes ma yes ma yes ma fún kó ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ wá máa ṣe iṣẹ́ kan tí ò ṣe kinní bíbá yìí ó ní òun ò lè ṣe. I'm not going to force her.
Sorry, I just want to say something, sir. You see, yeah, when we want to talk about this phone forensic thing, only the police can carry out a phone forensic. Let us go back to when this whole case started. I'm sure the reason why the police did not even bother to have a phone forensic was because they had a confession already from the nurse saying that she admitting it and saying she injected Mohbad. So that was why the idea of having a phone forensic was not carried out by the police. Now, if Baba legal team want to have the police to have a phone forensic, they have to provide a new lead. And Baba legal team cannot go and do phone forensic. Police doesn't need to give them any letter. It is the police that will do the phone forensic themselves on a maybe if there's something new and evidence to force their hand to do it. Just like what Mr. Yomi is doing right now. There has to be Mr. Yomi having the police to do a phone forensic is because there is a new lead that Mr. Yomi is presenting to the police. So if Baba have any lead, anything, any evidence that he hasn't given to the police a few months ago, let him present it now to the police and see if the police refuse to still do anything with the new lead, then Sanchitu can take the police to court. That's only how that's the only way.
No. Misinformation here, Bralati. Misinformation here. Misinformation here.
Decide to blame the police.
You are the Sanchitu to represent in court.
All that you should have done.
Opinion ẹ filẹ̀.
lórí ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn Sanchitu ti sue anybody ó ti sue ọlọ́pàá sue gbogbo àwọn tó yẹ kó sue. Ẹ jẹ́ ká ní sùn Sanchitu ti sue ọlọ́pàá ò ṣe nǹkan tó yẹ kó ṣe ó ti sue igbá sue àwo o kò sí bí èèyàn kan ṣe lè nígbà tá a dé Apple èmi fara mi lọ sí Apple lamẹ́ríkà bí báyìí wọ́n béèrè police kìíní náà nígbà tí àwọn èèyàn ń sọ mo pe bàbá kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ lórí ọ̀rọ̀ fún forensic ibi tá ti máa gẹ́ẹ̀tì fàtì nígbà kan block ele ókè kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ bàbá ní àwọn ọlọ́pàá ló yí àwọn sọ́tún yí àwọn sósì o mo dẹ̀ sọ fún wọn pé ókè kémi náà lọ ṣe findings mo dẹ̀ lọ sí Apple office lamẹ́ríkà bí báyìí àwọn dẹ̀ sọ fún ẹ pé ókè it's very easy to do but àwọn máa need the police to prove it pé yes ẹni yẹn tó tọ́ ikú wà lórí ẹ̀ wọ́n pa so this letter is from police.
All right.
So Onile, are you satisfied with my response or no?
Very well, sir. Very well, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, sir. Please, thank you. Nǹkan tí mo expect pé kẹ́ ẹ tiẹ̀ sọ ni pé ó ń ṣe gbogbo ọlọ́pàá ni ò dáa because ọlọ́pàá náà la ṣe máa